It is Friday, everyone. Welcome to it. We're almost to the weekend.
Almost. I feel like we're already here.
We're here.
Once Friday starts, Friday really starts at 5. I think.
We're so close.
Very close.
So close.
Almost there. We've got 2 great shows to kick it off, I think.
That is right. Oh, not even I think. We know.
We know. Excuse me. Thank you for correcting me.
Of course.
We know. We don't think. We know. How are you?
I'm good. No, I'm happy it's Friday. I feel like it's been a very busy week. I feel like a lot of people didn't know what day it was because of Memorial Day. Yeah. So
but now I know for sure it's Friday.
It is Friday, and we are happy that it is. How are you doing?
Doing fabulous.
Yes.
Doing great, and even more excited because we've got a really great show. We're going to kick it off with the Bike Co-op. So they are an organization here in the community, and they kind of educate people a lot about taking care of their bikes and how to prep yourself for the road, those different trails that you'll get on. Yeah. So we'll get a little bike demonstration today as to how to repair your bike and how to maintain it and whatnot. A lot of times, you know, I had this problem over the weekend, over Memorial Day, actually. I had to fix my friend's bike instead of using a divvy bike, which they have out in Chicago. And we at first, we just couldn't pump the air in the tires, but you know, some of those like simple maintenance tips that we don't really know how to do, or we think we have to bring it to a shop. We have someone here today who's going to talk to us all about that to make it very simpler and make your trails throughout Michigan a lot easier.
I love that. Okay, so you just keep on cruising on your ride. If something happens, they'll tell you how to fix it, hopefully right on that trail.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, there's some tips and some tools that everybody should have, especially if you're an avid bike rider. So we're going to go over those today as well.
Good. I know that when I've been biking before, the gear like pops off and then you're like pedaling and then it's all messed up. Yeah, no, it's...
I haven't gotten a bike for it in a long time for that reason, because the chain would always fall off, and I would think I put it back on, and then I start riding, and then it just... So I'll learn how to take care of it.
The oil gets on your hands, and yeah, I know.
And then you have an itchy eye, or eye itcher.
And then you get all the black all on your face, all the oils. You don't want that.
Yes, so today we'll figure out how to make that easier.
All right.
Plus, there is a Lansing River cleanup going on this weekend, so Claudia's going to tell us how people can get involved, and of course how we can just preserve our environment, especially now that we're outside. We want to stay outside throughout the summer.
Yes.
So just taking better care of our environment and how we can all pitch in and have a hand in doing that as well.
Yeah, no, I love those cleanups because people go kayaking or canoeing or just walking along the trail, and all you have to do is just have a bag or something to pick it up and put it in.
That's it. Small, simple things. Yeah. You'd be surprised at how much better we're making the world for each other and for our own kids and everything like that.
And then you get surprised of how much trash is picked up. Yeah.
So we're going to dive into that today.
All right, looking forward to it.
Plus some 517 Friday. You know, of course, Sarah Pierce has plenty of events for us. And some of the 3 that she really picked out that are really good is Pump Stock, a festival that we've got going on. It's Kids Day at the Lansing Lugnuts game. And actually yesterday, we just gave out 4 flex tickets to 1 lucky winner.
There you go. So, congrats.
Yeah, so she has that and plus many more events that you can find online. And if you happen to miss anything, you can head to WILX Studio 10 on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram. We're going to have more of those Lansing Lugnuts giveaways, so make sure you guys keep your eyes out peeled for those too.
Perfect. Thank you, Rochelle. And like Rochelle was saying, very easy. Just go to WILX Studio 10 and then go to Studio 10 at WILX.com. If you're a business and you want to advertise, sponsor with Studio 10, that is what you have to do. So make sure you go check that out. Again, Studio 10 at WILX.com if you're a business, and WILX Studio 10 if you are looking to just follow their content. Make sure you go check that out. We do have Colton Cichoracki standing next to me to share what is coming up during our 90 minutes, or geez, I share what's coming up during the 90 minutes of news.
You want me to.
You want to take over on that? I was pulling up the 90 minutes of news.
I don't know what's in the 90 minutes of news, but...
Well, I'll let you know in just a bit. Let's share what's coming up in the forecast for today, Colton.
Hello.
Hello.
Have you been
Friday.
outside today?
No, I need to because it looks nice and it's sunny out there. I want to head outside.
I know. We took Cole out to show him the weather patio, and we walked outside, and it was like, it's bright. So, but that's a good thing, right?
Get your sunglasses.
Yeah, get your sunglasses. Beautiful day. Lots of sunshine out there today, and we'll see that continue. So Friday night, have some plans outside because it is going to be absolutely fantastic. Yeah. Just looking at the Falcons. I was
trying to pull it up, but the remote's dead right now, so I'll have to charge, and maybe by the end of this, I'll show you the Falcons.
That's okay.
Well, I guess I could just go here.
No.
We want to get you a nice big full screen, and
Yeah.
right now it's not pulled up full screen. So we'll get to that in just a second, but we'll still head outside.
Sorry, I'm just distracted.
It's a Friday.
Actually, can you pull up Max 2 when you get a second?
Oh yes, we're on a different one. Oh, and I switched over too quickly. It's a Friday again. We're doing great.
We're making it work. So yeah, let's talk about what we're going to see today across the mid-Michigan. And one of the things that I want to start off by talking about is that it is the final day of May, and we are seeing temperatures that are a little bit cooler than normal the past couple of days. Go back to Memorial Day, a high of 63 in Lansing. That was 10 degrees below normal. Did look up. We're seeing our 15th warmest May on record.
All right.
For fun fact. But what's interesting about it, and Cole and I were talking about this, is that it's been warm but not hot. In
No, I
fact,
agree.
we
Yeah,
still
yeah.
have not seen our first 90-degree day of the year. Last year, we saw the first 90-degree day on May 30th, and the years prior, we also saw it in May, but we just haven't seen it just yet. On average, it happens on June 23rd. Just kind of a little interesting fact there. The earliest ever was on May 5th in 1895, and we do not have any 90-degree days in the forecast, so it looks like we'll be heading into June and not seeing any of these 90-degree temperatures in the forecast, as we have 70s on the way for the weekend, and then we do have temperatures getting warmer in the lower to middle 80s for Monday and Tuesday. So Tuesday is the warmer day, but then we cool down again. So we just can't seem to hold on to the warm weather just yet, we kind of still see these roller coaster rides. But I'm going to guess that that's going to change at some point once we head into the summer months here. Now, this is a look from our Meridian Company Skycam network, and you do see lots of sunshine. So from US 127 to Mason to Jackson, all looking fantastic. A beautiful last day of May.
I know. And then we're into June with more of those summer-like temperatures.
And you know what is tomorrow? June 1st.
It is.
Don't forget to pay your rent. Also,
Yeah, I know. I just paid mine. My bank account's not very happy.
well, it's also the start of meteorological summer.
Yes, that too. Yes, the official start of summer. There you go. Well, the meteorological summer.
You have the unofficial start Memorial Day. Then if you want to
Yes.
count the meteorological as the official start, I don't blame you. But then the official start comes on June 20th this year. So
Mark it down.
either way you look at it, June summer starts at some point. So so we're going to be eventually getting into some warmer temperatures.
Oh my goodness.
I feel like sometimes we just say what comes to our mind on these, but that's okay.
You know, we don't got a script in front of us right now. We're just ad-libbing it all,
No.
so things just come out sometimes.
Yeah, and so looking at satellite radar, we are seeing clear skies across the region. Our next system, it's actually kind of two pieces that will come together to bring us our next, our next system that's going to come in.
Oh, is it being wonky? Oh, there you go.
There we go. And so we kind of see an area of low pressure that's down this way. There's a cold front. Oh gosh, hang on. This is being a cold front here. Area of low pressure down here. All of this is going to come up in our direction and bring us our next round of some rain. And this rain will come in tomorrow. I expect it to come in the afternoon. I know Mike is asking what time will it rain tomorrow. It's probably going to rain in the afternoon. I would say probably after about 4 o'clock. We'll see some showers come in, and then it'll kind of continue throughout the rest of the evening. So it is going to be a bit of a rainy day as we head into tomorrow evening. Now, current conditions do show temperatures in the lower 70s, nothing but blue sky. Still not buying the whole Hillsdale thing here going on. It keeps saying it's cloudy. It's not cloudy. It's sunny there. And we've been seeing that for the past couple of days. But it's a beautiful day nonetheless across the region, and we'll keep these very nice conditions throughout the rest of the day today. So if you have any Friday night plans, lug nuts are at home if you wanted to do something outside. So it's a really nice evening. Temperatures remaining in the 70s, and we will keep a mostly sunny sky. We will see some higher clouds drift in this afternoon as well. That's ahead of the system that's going to come in for the weekend, but I do not expect any rain to come today. However, as we head into this weekend, there's the rain chance. So it is really confined to Saturday afternoon and evening. And I really do think it's mainly after 4, maybe even a little bit later than that. So it's pretty late. So most of the day tomorrow will be dry. And then on Sunday, that system moves out, but maybe still a stray shower or thunderstorm early in the day as that system does move on off to our east. So I kind of show you here with the hour-by-hour forecast. Again, some of those higher clouds throughout the rest of the day today, but absolutely nothing to worry about weather-wise. Now, heading into tonight, the clouds will increase by tomorrow morning. Expecting temperatures tomorrow to drop down into the lower 50s, and then by the time we get into the afternoon, there's the rain. So this is 5 o'clock, and you can see a lot of the steadiest rain is off to our west. Now, some of our models are indicating that maybe up north, northern sections of the state may see the heaviest rainfall from this, but watch what happens as we play this through here getting closer to 9, 10 o'clock. Then the rain comes in. It's pretty nice, steady, soaking rain for us. But it's very quick to move out. So it's only going to last a couple of hours, and then it's out of here by Sunday morning. Maybe a shower or two if you're up early in the day. But then by the time we get into the afternoon, we should start getting rid of some of the clouds. And then there's the sunshine that should be out there by the end of the day. So it's not a washout, far from it. But we do have some rain that's on the way this weekend. As in terms of rainfall totals, depending on the model, some places have the heaviest rain in St. John, some others have it a little bit closer to Lansing. I would say probably 1/4 of an inch is a good bet in most spots, but there could be some higher totals, closer to a 1/2 inch or maybe slightly more than that, depending on where some of that heaviest rain. And I do think northern parts of the area have the best chance at seeing the most rainfall for the system.
And if I remember what Darren said earlier in the year, now let me just make sure. Even though we've had this rain, are we behind on any rainfall?
Slightly behind in Lansing,
okay,
but nothing extreme by any means. It's less than an inch behind.
But
what's interesting, and we kind of talked about this a little bit earlier this morning, is the fact that at this time last year we were in a drought.
Yeah.
If you remember, last May was a top 5 driest Mays on record, and we didn't see rain. I just saw it on my Facebook. It was for the final 12 days of the month or something like that. We didn't see any rain. Different story here. We've been much more active with our weather pattern with rain chances, and so obviously the best chance is coming on Saturday with that system, but we'll keep a low end chance as we head into Monday, especially late in the day, as we will see that opportunity. And then on Tuesday, another system comes in with some more scattered showers and thunderstorms that will be in the forecast. So next week is warmer to start, 80s, but check this out.
All right, let me see it.
Muggy meter. It's also going to get very humid.
Oh, no.
So the yellow line there, let's point here, not too bad, comfy air as we head throughout the weekend.
So maybe leave the windows open for the weekend, and
Yes.
that's about it then.
Then by Monday, it creeps up into the muggy category, and then it goes way up heading into Tuesday as we see our dew points climb to around 70. So that is very humid air. Think about when we get near 70 or even into the 70s, that's like Florida. So the humidity that Florida sees.
Everyone complains about that humidity.
I know. So it's going to be very humid during the early part of the week. So that's going to be something to keep in mind. I'd have to imagine our air conditioners are going to be working on overtime or full blast or
something like that. Yeah,
something like
they'll
that.
be on cranked.
Yeah.
They'll be cranking
What do you
AC.
keep your apartment set at?
Okay, I've been very proud of myself recently. I've left the windows open because you've all
Have you
talked
turned on
about
the air at all?
I did in the beginning, and then my AC actually I need to call maintenance to fix
Oh.
it. So it's actually I've been using the windows to keep it cool.
Oh my gosh.
I've been busy, but usually I'll keep it at like 70, 68 to 72, anywhere around there. If I get cold easily.
That is
Otherwise,
cold.
Oh, okay. Well, if I'm really cold, it'll be 72. But if I'm like, you know, running around the apartment, I'll turn it to 68.
So that's with the air conditioner on, 72?
Yeah, something around there. Yeah, yeah.
Oh
What do you do?
I'm like a solid like 74 when
my
I'm
gosh.
home, and then when I leave, I put it up to 78.
Okay, well, here's the thing. I'll come off of this real quick. I like turn it on for the night, so it's like cold when I sleep.
Yeah, I
And
can
then
see
I
that.
turn it off during the day. I just turn everything off during the day. Let it, if it heats up, it heats up, because I don't want to pay for that. I'm sure some of you can agree.
What is the story? Didn't they say that it's best to do it that way, like to keep it warmer in your apartment or house during the day?
Also, yeah, that's when like they charge the most too. They have like a certain time throughout the day
I
they
saw
charge
that starting.
the most. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that's what I do. What do you just keep it 74 with the AC?
Yeah, when I'm home.
Okay,
But
when
even
I'm
then,
home.
I noticed that this is my first summer at my place, and I've noticed that sometimes it's a struggle to keep it that cool. So like my air's just on a lot. So I don't know.
Maybe you need to make it just like 72, so it is cool in there. And then you don't have to have it running all the time.
Well, no, I think, and this is just, we're just way off topic here. I think the person that lives below me doesn't use the air. So warm air rises.
Yes, it does.
So I have a feeling that a lot of the heat from that apartment comes into my apartment. Just a theory I'm working on.
Let
I'll
us
see.
know when you have some results to that.
Yeah.
Some conclusions. No, it is interesting. I know a lot of people. Let us know what you have. And hello to Shane from Australia. That's really cool you're joining us. I bet you're using the AC right now. You can let us know in the chat.
No, it's winter down there.
Oh yeah, winter. You said
But it's
it's
still
winter.
probably warm, I would have to imagine.
Yeah, what's the temperature over there actually? Oh, let us know, Shane. But yeah, I know a lot of people talk about leaving their windows open. We had a few of our coworkers who said they haven't turned on the AC yet. And
I've turned on the
high
AC.
80s, like, what,
yeah,
2 weeks ago?
I turned on the air. Oh, yeah, for sure.
That was too warm.
I can't do the humidity, so anytime there's humidity, then I'm like, I need to turn the air on.
Okay, that's when I'll really turn the air on too, because when that humidity starts getting too much in your apartment, it's like congested,
I
stuffy.
don't have a cross breeze either, so like I don't have air moving. So sometimes I put like a fan.
That's smart.
People at home probably don't care about any of this, but it's okay.
If you're in an apartment, you understand.
Yeah, the struggles. But yeah, so
struggle.
either way you look at it, it's going to be warm and muggy next week. You'll probably need your air conditioner on, as it is going to be pretty warm. But it's not all week, so like I mentioned, we do cool down towards the end of the week with temperatures back down into the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, well, one last look at that muggy meter so everyone can prepare to have their air conditioning running for Monday and Tuesday. And they probably even want it Wednesday, even because while it's dropping down, you probably want to cool off still.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else you want to make note of, Colton?
That's all I got for you.
That's all you've got for us. Okay, well, now that this is working, you want to check in on the Falcons real quick?
Sure.
Look at them sleeping. They're so cute.
They're really getting big.
They are getting very big, yeah. And their box is getting messier by the moment.
You know, I didn't notice that until just now, so thank you.
Oh, sorry for pointing that out. My bad.
It was always interesting. I remember last year when they would take flight. Right?
Yeah.
And there was only one left. Wasn't it like Pickles?
Pickles. We were rooting for Pickles.
Is Pickles okay?
You know,
like to think
I
so.
hope Pickles is okay. They banned them, so yeah, I wonder what the whole tracking process of that is like.
We need to do a follow-up story and see how the Falcons are doing.
Actually, we are going to do a follow-up story. June 3rd or 4th, I was told they're going to be banded by the member of the MSU Fisheries and Wildlife Club. They're actually going to come on Mid-Michigan Matters on June 7th to talk about it.
Oh, maybe that could be a question for them.
I know, I'm going to be like,
Pickles?
when are they taking off? Yeah, how's Pickles? We want to know how Pickles is doing. Yeah, and I want to see if what they do once, you know, they ban the peregrine falcons, and then see if they keep up to date with them. You would imagine they would. We'll see.
I would imagine.
I'll ask the question. We'll get the answers. Let's see here. 3:47 in the morning, Shane. Go to bed. Go sleep. Why are you up so early? Oh my goodness. Thank you for joining us, though. I hope you're having a great Friday. 3 in the morning. Me and Colton have work 3 in the morning. That is too early.
I'll be here tomorrow at 3:47 in the morning.
You will be.
Yes.
You will be. All right. Well, we'll let you get ready for Studio 10 coming up at 3.
Yep.
And First at 4 coming up at 4. But here's what we have coming up during our 90 minutes of news. We'll see you later, Colton. Thanks for joining us. All right. Coming up during First at 4, in place of Mid-Michigan Matters today. So for this week's Listening to America on First at 4, in less than a month, President Biden and former President Donald Trump will be hitting the stage in their first 2024 presidential debate. And Trump at the center of 4 criminal cases, and Biden struggling with polls over inflation and immigration. So both of them are looking for all the votes that they can get. And one of the things that will really help determine that is youth voter turnout. So we're going to be taking a look at that in today's Listening to America. Coming up, News 10 at 5, the Jackson County Rose Parade is a big deal for the locals, and the decision to cancel this year's event has left many heartbroken. You may recall the Voice finalist, Grass Lake teen Braden Lape, was the grand marshal of the big event last year, and our very own Isley Herschel has reaction from the community on the cancellation of the Rose Parade in Jackson for this year. Coming up, News 10 at 5:30 today. Some up and down weather this year that we've talked about, you know, the freeze, thaw. We talked about the lack of cold winter weather. And so talking about the impact that changes in weather have had on our crops. Our own News 10, Justin Kent, spoke with a strawberry farm about, I talked too fast, about what their season is looking like. So that is coming up today, News 10 at 5:30. And then coming up, News 10 at 6, we're going to take a live look right now at in Mason. If I can pull up the little locator here, give me quite a second. So taking a look at this, it's the Ingham County Courthouse in Mason. You can see some of that construction around the top of it. And so we want to know what is going on, and we want those answers for you. So News 10's Tania Jordan will have more on what's going on coming up News 10 at 6 today. And then coming up News 10 at 6 as well, the family of Amanda Blue speaks with media for the first time following her death. So we're going to show you this right now. Amanda was a 16-year-old from Mason who was killed in a drunk driving crash in August. News 10's Aaron Bowling spoke with the first recipients of her memorial scholarship and talked about the legacy that Amanda left behind. That impactful story, emotional story, coming up tonight, News 10 at 6. Make sure that you are tuning in then. Again, here's some of that video. So one more time, News 10's Aaron Bowling will be speaking on the memorial scholarship, in honor of Amanda Blue. And again, the family of Amanda Blue is speaking for the first time following her death. And just a recap on Amanda one more time. She was a 16-year-old from Mason who was killed in a drunk driving crash in August. So again, Aaron Bowling's going to have more into that story. And this is just some of the video that you can expect to see coming up during our 90 minutes of news. We do have News 10's Riley Connell standing next to me to share what she has coming up during our 90 minutes of news. And Riley, what can you tell us?
Hello, hello. First,
Hello.
it's just heartbreaking to watch those videos too as well. And just walking up and kind of seeing that on the screen was even hard to watch, kind of knowing what story comes out of that. So definitely tune in for Aaron Bowling's story as well. We're taking a little bit of a left turn with my story. Kind of a different type of picket going on today, a different kind of protest. There's a group of local seniors who are protesting to protect their gardens at their apartment complex. So this is a senior home complex in the Hazlitt area called Grange Acres. So property management group who runs the apartment has come in and said, some of the plants, the gardens outside of these apartments have been causing some disruptions with soil, with the retaining wall, with a couple of different issues that they're saying these gardens have to be removed for us to be able to fix this issue. And so the residents are not particularly happy about that. They tend to these gardens very diligently. So we talked to a lot of residents today who have been living there for years and who have always had flowers planted there and really enjoy gardening, and will now have to remove those gardens to make room for that property management group to be able to complete this project. Wow. So a lot of them are very devastated. They are seeking a different path or some kind of compromise that they can make with the property management group, and they were not getting a response out of those folks, so they took it to the next step and decided to picket instead. So they were outside of the building of the property management group earlier today and brought their signs and picketed for a couple of hours and shared their message with people who were passing by, shared their message with us of what they're trying to protect. And
I mean, it's a great way to get outside, physical activity, and improves, not only are you getting physical, so it's improving your physicality, but also your mental well-being because you're connecting with nature and you're doing something. And then you're making it look really pretty, which I'm sure all the residents really look forward to, like you were saying.
And those were some of their points too, is that, they're older, they, can't contribute in as many ways as they used to be able to, but this is one of those ways in which they really try to contribute to the community. I have spoken with the property management group, so I did speak with them on the phone and talked a little bit about, their take on all of this, their place in this. They feel that they've already made a lot of compromises already in trying to work with the residents, so that's their side of things. There is a community garden, a shared garden in the very back of the apartment complex that the property management group has committed to expanding. So that is one step forward. Some of those residents are worried about the accessibility to that garden being so far away from some people's apartment complexes. But there's really, this is an interesting kind of battle that has gone on between the residents here and their property management group. We've seen situations like that happen before, residents disagreeing with management, but this is just kind of such a unique issue that's popped up for the folks who live here. So you'll hear a lot more from them and a little bit from the property management group side of things as well too, coming up on News 10 at 5. So
you got both sides of the issue that we're taking a look at.
Yes, most definitely. So it was, a very unique situation to witness. So they were loud and proud out there. So it was definitely not your traditional picket in a sense, but still with the same same amount of passion as any other kind of protest I've ever seen. So,
oh, yeah. Well, we'll see that News 10 at 5.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you, Riley. We'll get you back to work on that.
All right.
And real quick, I'm going to show our You're Not Alone mental health series, because we were just talking about how gardens are a great way to improve your mental health, get you that physical activity, get outside, get in nature. What is one of your favorite things to do to improve your mental health?
I love to take walks. I like nature walks. I like the Waldemar Nature Center. I like Hawk Island Park. I like anywhere that has a good scenic trail. That is my unwinding time, most definitely. If there's some little critters that cross my path, it's even better. So
I love that.
Yeah.
All right. So if you're like Riley, get out in nature if that's going to improve your emotional well-being. Maybe you can read a book. You can draw. Thank you, Riley. We'll see you coming up News 10 at 5. You can journal, meditate. Let's see, what are some other good things that I've heard? Some people like to get creative with their arts, maybe like singing, playing an instrument. Maybe you just like to sit and observe nature, or maybe even people watch. Maybe that brings some calmness to you. Kind of go into someone else's life and, you know, instead of being in your own thoughts, I know that can help sometimes, or even just talking to somebody, getting that off your chest. Maybe either getting it off your chest by writing it down, singing it out, or by talking to someone, or even just talking to yourself and getting your thoughts out loud can help clear up your mind sometimes. But go ahead and scan that QR code with your cell phone's camera, click on the link, and it'll pull up a list of resources on our website, WILX.com. And these resources are across our mid-Michigan communities and counties. So you'll be able to see different resources like behavioral counseling, family counseling, psychotherapist, or any other type of therapy or counseling that can really improve your emotional well-being. So no matter what you're going through, anxiety, depression, suicidal thoughts, stress, addiction, maybe that's with substance abuse, maybe that's with gambling, maybe you don't have a healthy coping habit and you're looking to improve your coping habits to benefit both your physical and your mental health. Well, know that there are resources out there for you. You're not alone, and we want to help you improve your emotional well-being, so make sure to go check that out. I do want to send it out to the Peregrine Falcons one more time because they are getting ready to be banded next week, early next week, and then by the end of next week, we'll be bringing on the MSU Fisheries and Wildlife Club coming up on Mid-Michigan Matters next Friday. But we can talk more about the banding of the Peregrine Falcons. We can also talk about what happens when they're banded and when they fly away from their nest. So again, this is on top of Michigan State University's Spartan Stadium in East Lansing, but on MSU's campus. And so you see all the 4 little Peregrine Falcons. They were sleeping, cuddling, and now it looks like they're waking up from their nap. They're waiting for mom and dad to bring back some food. So I know we're about late lunchtime. Maybe you need to go out, get some food, do whatever you need to do for the day on this Friday. I'll give one last live look outside. This is to Mason. And then let me get some other live looks. I'll pull one up for US 127 if there's anybody who is hitting the roads going anywhere this weekend. So again, live look at US 127. Looks like traffic is moving along just fine. But that is what we have coming up during News 10 today. Thank you so much for joining, everyone. We hope that you have a great day. Make sure to get outside because like Colton was saying, you've got the sunshine, you've got the 70s. Make sure to head outside today for the last day of May. And then the start of June tomorrow, which is also the meteorological start of summer, June 1st. And then Colton was mentioning again that some of those late showers tomorrow evening, and then getting those early showers Sunday morning, and then more showers coming in early next week. So just make sure, download the First Alert weather app for more updates into your First Alert forecast, whether it's storms, showers, you just want to look at the sun and the temperatures, the summer-like temperatures that we're getting for this weekend. Maybe you also want to check out the traffic alerts. You'll be able to get that on the First Alert weather app as well, so make sure to go download that for free off of Google Play and the Apple App Store. And then where it says Lansing on the top blue bar, you can actually click on that, do the Follow Me feature, or put it to a location that you'll be going to, you know, later in the day, later in the week, anything to help you prep and plan for your travel. And then the last thing to know is you get your hour-by-hour temperatures up there, your radar, your satellite, the video updates from our meteorologists, and just a one-stop shop for both traffic alerts, your weather updates, and anything else that you may need to know heading outside, heading into your weekend, and just anything weather-wise. But that is, again, what we have coming up today during News 10. I see that Chris is saying hi from East Lansing. And I see a few other people joining us as well. So thank you guys for all joining us, saying your hellos, and we hope you have a great weekend. So take care.